Okay, working from home video series, and this is going to be episode number 1. Whenever we're doing a production, we like to make sure that everything looks good in terms of lighting. Now, I'm not expecting you to have studio lighting in your office at home, but there are some things that you can do to get close. So the first thing you want to do is look for the lighting sources that are in your room. Most people are going to have a window, so if you've got a window, let's start there. I'm going to recommend that you don't have a window behind you. Why do we want that? Well, the sun, very bright, and if it's casting light behind you, it's going to give people a difficult time seeing your face, and the webcam is going to automatically expose for the outside, not for your face. I want to have the window in front of you. And bonus points if it's just a little bit off to the left or a little bit off to the right. The other thing that we like to do is called a squint test. So I'm going to get you to try this. Film yourself for a moment and then squint your eyes, looking at the screen. I want you to look at what the brightest thing is with squinted eyes in your frame. And if it's not you, that means your viewers are going to be looking at something else and they're going to be distracted by something other than you. So squint test helps you identify the brightest source in the room, and that's got to be you. Let's talk about color temperature. There's a lot of science behind this, and you can spend a decade learning about color science. I'm not going to take you there, but really I want you to identify the different types of light temperature. So we've got cool light, which is coming from the sun, and then we've got what's called tungsten light. Now that's coming from your incandescent light bulbs. Maybe at your house you have compact fluorescent bulbs, and those are going to be somewhere in between. But just to give you a super quick idea of the difference here, so this is you're going to be your daylight, and Emily's going to hold a gel in front of the camera to just show you, and that's closer to a tungsten light. Now, obviously, my camera is set for daylight, so this looks funny. Your webcam at home is going to auto adjust, doing the best job it can to decide what kind of color you're giving it in terms of lighting. But if you have mixed light, it's going to have a really difficult time, and it's going to make you look pretty gross. Emily, just move the gel off to the side a little to give people a little bit of an idea of the difference. So daylight, tungsten light, and don't do both. Okay, so we talked about looking for the light sources in your room. That's probably going to be a giant window or windows around you. We're going to make sure those aren't behind you. We want to make sure the windows are actually in front of you, then the camera, and then you. So that's step number 1. Then we talked about identifying light temperature, which is the color of light, so blue or orange, okay? And now we're going to talk about adding some additional light when either maybe you're shooting at night or when the available light isn't quite on your side, maybe it's a cloudy day, or for whatever reason. I want to give a shout out to Matt Rahorsky, who not only gave us this wonderful plant, but also told us about a webcam that he just purchased that has a ring light on it. So what's a ring light? A ring light is a light that actually goes around the lens and it casts light on your face. And the idea there is it's continuous and it's even. And for a practical work from home situation, it's really great. It's about $100, $120. You can get them online. And it might be a nice little way to add a little bit of quality to your work. Anytime you can improve the lighting in your video, it does a better job of showing you. And you're the one that we need to see as a viewer. If I can see you better, I can relate to you better, I can connect with you better. It means I'm going to pay attention to you a little bit more. And obviously you need other things too. You need good audio, and we need some other tips, and those are coming the rest of this week. But what I'd like to suggest is that if you need any help with lighting, definitely shoot us a note, and we'll do what we can to help you. We are going to put together a bit of a shopping list at different price points for you to help you maybe put together a small little kit, depending on the type of investment you want to make. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.